Let me tell you something right away. If someone is rushing you, scaring you, or promising you easy money, they are not your friend. They are trying to take something from you. I didn't grow up with smartphones, emails, or online banking, but I've lived long enough to see one thing stay exactly the same. A scammer's job is to make you act before you think. So today I want to share what I've learned so far, from mistakes, from stories, and from watching people I care about get fooled. If you listen carefully, you might save yourself a lot of money, stress, and heartbreak. To start things off, every scam, no matter how clever, depends on one thing: urgency. Last chance. You must act now. Your account will be closed. Someone is in danger. When you hear that kind of pressure, you must do the opposite of what they want. Pause. Take a breath. Real problems do not disappear in 5 minutes. Banks don't close your account instantly. Governments don't threaten you over the phone, and family members don't suddenly need money in secret. If someone is pushing you to act quickly, that's your first warning sign. Let's talk about phone calls that are currently very popular. Oh, I've had my fair share. Sometimes they sound official. Hello, this is your bank. This is the police. This is technical support. Other times they sound emotional. Grandma, it's me. I'm in trouble. Now listen carefully. Voices can lie. Scammers can fake numbers. They can sound convincing. Some can even copy the voice of someone you know. Here's what you do. Never trust a caller just because they sound real. Never give out personal information. No passwords, no codes, no bank details. If they say they're from your bank, hang up and call your bank directly using the number you trust. If they say they're a family member in trouble, hang up and call that person or another family member yourself. Do not stay on the line. The longer you stay, the more they can confuse you. And one more thing, if someone asks you to keep it a secret, that's not help. That's manipulation. Also, those idiots often try to catch people with the family emergency scam. This one breaks my heart because it targets kindness. You get a call. Grandma, I've been in an accident. I need money for a lawyer. Please don't tell anyone. They sound scared, maybe even crying. But here's the truth. Real emergencies don't require secrecy. Scammers want to isolate you so you don't think clearly. What should you do? Hang up immediately. Call your family directly. Take your time to confirm, even if there is an emergency. The worst thing that happens is you take a few minutes to verify. That's not dangerous. That's smart. Now, let's talk about people who come to your door. Back in my day, neighbors visited. Now, sometimes strangers come with stories. We need to check your water. We're fixing something in the area. Your roof needs urgent repair. I can offer you a special deal today. They may look official. They may wear uniforms. They may carry tools. But here's what I've learned. If you didn't invite them, you don't owe them anything. What to do? Do not let strangers into your home. Ask for identification, and don't be afraid to say no. Call the company or service they claim to represent. If you feel unsure, simply close the door. You are not being rude. You are being safe. And remember, Real companies do not pressure you to decide immediately at your doorstep. Okay, I may be 81, but I've learned a thing or two about the internet. Scammers love messages, emails, and fake websites. You might see, "You've won a prize. Your account has been hacked. Click here to fix the problem." Let me tell you something simple. If you didn't enter a contest, you didn't win anything. And if there's a real problem with your account, you will not fix it by clicking a random link. Here's how to protect yourself. Do not click links in suspicious messages. Check the sender carefully. Scammers use addresses that look almost real. Go directly to official websites instead of clicking links. Never download unknown attachments. If something feels even a little bit strange, trust that feeling. Scammers often ask for money in unusual ways. Gift cards, cryptocurrency, wire transfers, payment apps to strangers. Why? Because these methods are hard to trace and almost impossible to reverse. Let me be very clear. No legitimate organization will ever ask you to pay with gift cards. Not the police, not the bank, not the government. If someone tells you to buy gift cards and read the codes over the phone, you are being scammed. Walk away immediately. Now this one is very important. If it sounds too good to be true, it's a scam. I've lived long enough to know this. Easy money does not exist. If someone offers you a guaranteed investment return, a huge reward for a small payment, a once-in-a-lifetime deal, it's not an opportunity, it's a trap. Scammers rely on hope just as much as fear. They make you dream, and then they take. So remember this simple sentence. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Now, about scammers who try to get your personal information. Don't ever fall for this. You wouldn't hand your wallet to a stranger, would you? Well, your personal information is just as valuable. This includes your ID number, bank details, passwords, verification codes. Never share these with anyone who contacts you unexpectedly, even if they seem trustworthy, even if they sound official. Once your information is gone, it can be used again and again. It's also very important to trust your own instincts. I may not understand every new technology, but I understand people. And people haven't changed that much. If something feels wrong, confusing, or uncomfortable, listen to that feeling. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to be polite. You don't need to continue the conversation. Just stop, hang up, close the door. Your safety is more important than someone else's feelings. If you had a strange encounter with someone, talk about it with someone you trust. One of the biggest mistakes people make is staying silent. They feel embarrassed. They think they should have known better. Let me tell you something. Scammers are professionals. They practice this every day. Anyone can be fooled. So talk about it. Tell your family. Tell your friends. Ask for advice. The more we share, the harder it becomes for scammers to succeed. Okay now, you might be thinking, but what if it already happened? What if I have already been scammed? What do I do? If you're thinking, it's too late for me, listen carefully. It is not too late. Here's what you do. Contact your bank immediately. Report the scam to local authorities. Change your passwords. Tell someone you trust. The faster you act, the better your chances of limiting the damage. And please, don't blame yourself. Blame the person who chose to deceive. I've seen the world change in ways I never imagined. But one thing hasn't changed. There will always be people who try to take advantage of others. But there will also always be people who learn, adapt, and protect themselves. You don't need to be a technology expert. You don't need to understand every scam. You just need to remember a few simple truths. Slow down. Verify everything. Never send money under pressure. Trust your instincts. And most importantly, you are allowed to say no. Even at 81, I'm still learning. And if I can learn to protect myself, so can you. Take care of yourself and take care of each other.